to finally kind of be a part of something and do that?
Yeah, that was a real like a full circle moment for me. Just being patient, obviously overcoming a lot of adversity and the injuries. Just being able to start that game and then get a win and actually excel and have a great game that game. That was one of my best moments in college, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Coach seemed to hint at one of the reasons you chose to go to Stanford was I just wanted to pursue a medical field. Is that something that you're still doing here at IU, or what was it like to maybe have to give up that pursuit?
So initially, yeah, I wanted to do. I was medical. I was pre-med at Stanford. I switched my focus after my sophomore year. I'm in business school now at IU. So it ended up working out. I shifted my focus a little bit. Just realized that wasn't really for me, and I had to go a different lane. So
what was it that kind of led to that decision and that kind of transition, I guess?
I started getting into more medical work, and I just realized it really just wasn't my thing. And so
Gotcha.
I just everyone has to find their thing. That really wasn't mine, so I found something that worked for me better.
Was there something in particular that happened that made you realize that?
I don't know if it was like a specific moment. As I thought through it more, I started seeing more doctors, shadowing doctors, and that type of thing. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this forever. So,
Just like in a hospital.
yeah. So, but at Stanford, you're exposed to a lot of doctors and stuff. So, I kind of got more conversation with them and past athletes that had tried the similar path. It just didn't seem like a good fit for me.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry if you've talked about this type of stuff already, but the culture you've kind of come into here at IU, how would you kind of stack that up to what you had at Stanford?
It's very similar. It's very family oriented. Coach Allen, from the top down. I think it starts at the top. Coach Allen does a good job implementing like a family culture. We have LEO and everything, love each other, and they really mean that. Like, it's not a facade, it's not a recruiting pitch. Like, you can tell every day, by the way that Coach Shelby comes in, Coach Guerreri comes in every day, like, they have energy, and it's easy to play for people that that have passion for the game and that care about what you're doing. Like, it's not going to be easy. They're going to yell at you. They're going to get you right, but that's a part of the game. And so when you know that they care about you, it's a lot easier to play for them.
Yeah. What was it like coming into a cornerback room? Obviously, you're coming in from a new place, but this room as a whole has so many new faces, not like a real kind of overbearing leader, veteran presence right now. What was that like coming into a room like that?
I think it's a process. It's definitely ebbs and flows. You gotta impart where you can. My big thing was I didn't want to try to I'm not an overly vocal person when it comes to just like imparting my way. But once I started getting the scheme more, I just put in tidbits where I can, just helping little things, like little details, and just helping everybody in the room. So just getting a feel for the room, getting a feel for the personnel in the room, and just getting to see how everybody learns and how everybody receives information, and then you just get to flow with everything.
Yeah, even in terms of just kind of getting to know the guys and building some relationships, because there's a lot of people kind of having to do that at the same time. What was that process like this offseason?
The guys are like very good. They're very receptive. They were very open. They welcomed me with open arms. I think from day one, I had Kobe Minor come in, and he was like, hey, we got to do this. I think everybody's goal is to win. So when you have the same goal in mind, it's very easy to just welcome people in, because you're like, okay, if you're gonna help me win, then I'm on your side. And as long as you put in the work, and as long as we know you're putting in the work, then we're gonna work together and we're gonna do this together. So when you want to win, it's not a problem.
People seem to be pointing to Kobe as a guy who's kind of stepped up as a leader. What is it about him that's kind of made him into that?
He came here in the spring, and I wasn't here in the spring. Obviously, I was still finishing up at Stanford. But from what I've heard, he just stepped in, and he and I've seen it. He has a work ethic that's killer, and I respect that a lot. You can always respect somebody that works hard, because I always want to be on the field with people that I know put in the extra work and put in the work at all times. So he really does that at all times, and I believe in him, and I think we all do. And so we believe in each other because of it.